Hey everyone, it's Carrie here. So in this video, I want to talk about the art of achieving, and I want to share a really powerful concept to help you to achieve amazing things. Because the thing is, so many people fail to achieve the things they really want to achieve because they don't think they're capable of achieving it, and it's such a shame. These massive ideas and these amazing dreams stay stored in the minds of the people that thought them up, never ever becoming a reality, and all because they didn't think they were capable of doing it. And the thing is, we are far more capable than we give ourselves credit for, and it's crazy. We have to start to believe that it's possible, and this concept that I want to talk about in this video has helped me to do that. This concept has helped me when I came up with the idea for the magazine. It was just a big crazy idea in my head, and not only did I want to get thousands of people reading it, I wanted to get best-selling authors on the front cover like Michael Gerber and like Louise Hay. I wanted to interview some of the most successful entrepreneurs around now, entrepreneurs that are making millions and millions every single year, like Michelle Mone, like Jessica Heron, like Jacqueline Gold. But the problem was, I had no idea how to reach out to these people and say, I'd love to feature you in this magazine. That was just a concept in my head. I didn't know how I was going to do it, and it just seemed like out of reach. It seemed like one of those crazy dreams, you know, great idea but slightly unrealistic. And people would say to me, Carrie, great idea, but how on earth are you going to get Michael Gerber on the front cover of your magazine? You know, actually the very first magazine I launched had Kim Kiyosaki, she's a best-selling author, Kim Kiyosaki on the front cover. You know, at that point it literally was just a concept. She hadn't seen anything, she didn't know anything about it, and people did think that I was slightly crazy to attempt to make that happen. But by knowing this concept, I was able to turn that vision into a reality, and it's been so powerful. Because before I really understood this concept, I was limiting myself all the time to what I thought was and wasn't possible for me. And a classic example of this is when I was at university. So I studied law at university, and I never ever thought that I would be able to get a first, because I thought that firsts were for clever people, and I didn't consider myself to be a clever person at all, whatsoever in fact. So throughout my whole time at university, I never once got a first. I just assumed that I would get a 2-1, which is still amazing, but obviously I would have loved to get a first. So when it came to getting my final results, I saw that in 2 of my exams I got a first, and I was so unbelievably shocked, because at that moment I realised that it was possible for me to get a first. But by that point it was too late, because overall I'd already got a 2-1. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't go back and change it. I couldn't go back and believe right from the beginning that I was going to get a first. I couldn't do that. And I realised how much I'd stopped myself, because the only reason I didn't get a first is because of in my head. I didn't think I could. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think it was possible for me, and I stopped myself, and it's crazy. And there's a quote I absolutely love by Thomas Edison. He said, if we all did what we were capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. And it's so true, we would astound ourselves if we really did what we are capable of doing. But the thing is, it's so easy to think you can't do something, especially when you've never ever done it before. You know, there's so many times I've made up excuses for myself as to why it's not possible for me to achieve something. You know, like the law, I thought I needed to be cleverer in order to get a first. It was a load of nonsense. You know, there's so many common excuses like, I need to be older, I need to be younger, I need to have more experience, and I need to be more beautiful. You know, you need to be this, you need to be that. We think that we have to be a certain way or have a certain amount of experience before we allow ourselves to think we are capable of achieving something. And the craziest part about it all is that those thoughts are stopping ourselves. We're stopping ourselves from achieving amazing things. We're the ones that are holding ourselves back and limiting ourselves. It's insane. So we have to go out there and believe that we can achieve the unachievable, that we can make amazing things happen. You have to have total disregard for what you think you aren't capable of achieving. That's what you have to do. You know, exactly like Roger Bannister did. You know, he believed that he could run a mile in under 4 minutes when everyone else was saying it was impossible. You know, people said that it was physically impossible for human beings to run a mile in under 4 minutes, but Roger Bannister believed that it was possible for him to do it, and he went out there and he did it. And when he broke the 4-minute mile, not only did he break the barrier for himself, he broke the barrier for everyone else too, because all of a sudden people started to believe it was possible. And once they believed it was possible, they did it. They went out there and they did it. And that goes to show how powerful it is when you believe that something is possible, that you are capable of achieving something. It changes the whole entire game entirely. You know, whenever I come up with a crazy big idea now, I always believe that it's possible for me to do it, because it's crazy for me to actually tell myself that it's not. You know, what am I achieving by telling myself it's not possible for me to do something? It doesn't achieve anything. So if you want to achieve amazing things, believe that it's possible. You know, if you want to be featured in the New York Times, then you have to believe that it's possible for you to be featured in the New York Times, and then you have to go out there and you have to make it your aim to be featured. If you want to be on TV, you have to believe that it's possible for you to be on TV, and then go out there and make it your aim to get there. You know, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to believe that it's possible for you to be a millionaire. Then you have to go out there and you have to make it your aim to become a millionaire. And I want to share a story with you about Tony Robbins, because I love this story. So Tony Robbins was earning about $38,000 a year, and he decided the very next year he wanted to earn $1 million. Now, most people would think that's totally unrealistic, that's totally impossible. How the hell do you go from earning $38,000 to earning $1 million the very next year? You know, so many of us would not believe that it's possible, but he did. He believed that he could do it with absolute conviction. So the very next year, he earned $1 million. Now, if he can do it, then we can all do it. It's possible for all of us. The question is, do you believe it's possible? Do you believe that you're capable of achieving it? Do you believe that you can do it? That is the real question. You know, we have to expand our realities. We have to push the boundaries of what we think we're capable of. We need to set our sights high and then go for it, because it is possible. We just have to believe. You have to believe that you can do it. It's so vitally important. By believing I could achieve stuff, changed everything, changed the entire game, helped me to achieve things that I only thought were possible in my wildest dreams. That is the power of believing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you're going to go out there and start believing more that you can do stuff, you know, remove the limitations and, you know, just achieve amazing things. I know you can do it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then I'd love it if you could leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And if you know anyone that you think might like watching this video, then I'd love it if you could share it too. And I'll see you next time.